Hello, Stevie Coyle here. Mighty Fine Guitars, Lafayette, California. Checking to make sure things are happening, because I got a guitar to show you today. Who dog is? You bet. Let's do that and then that. Maybe like that. There we go. Well then, nice to see you. Today's guitar du jour, which is redundant, isn't it, is, you are correct. Those of you that know your Martins know that. Yeah, there we go. Good. Looks like things are happening. All right. Let me do that. Hello. Let's start again. 3, 2, 1. Stevie Coyle, Mighty Fine Guitars, Lafayette, California, with the Friday Noontime webcast. I'm going to back right up because this bad boy is so loud. It's a 1943, that's right, 1943 Martin D-28 for sale here at Mighty Fine Guitars. Wow. I restrung this yesterday. Bringing it up to pitch just rattled my lungs and my gizzards and whatever else is in there in my chest. Amazing. There's something that's irreplaceable about the age of an old Martin. There's torrefication, there's, vibration devices that you can attach, but there's nothing quite like age. Take it from me. Don't I know it? Pre-war Martin. It's a player guitar. This is not a collector guitar. It's had stuff done to it. Big split got repaired here. There's another split that got repaired there. I'm pretty sure the bridge has been replaced. It's a player guitar. But it's in great shape. It was recently refurbed. It had a beautiful setup by the gents over at Wood Street Guitar Repair in Oakland, California. If you don't know them, you oughta, because they're terrific. Great shop over there, great guys. This one was done by Jake. Jake and Lewis do the acoustic guitars over there. This one had all the specs, brought back up to spec. It feels like a new old guitar. Does that make any sense? Plays great. Light gauge strings, because that's what most people want. You bluegrassers can come in and, if you want to buy it, you can put mediums on it. But it roars plenty good. I say it roars plenty good. In fact, how's the sound? Danny, does the sound good? Hi, all 7 of you. Come on in. Enter and sign in, please. Can you hear it? It's a Canon. It is indeed. Hello, Robert B. from the West Bay. It certainly is a Canon. It's a Dreadnought. Now this is when rosewood was Brazilian rosewood, of course. So that's Brazilian rosewood. Mystery spruce on the top. I think it's Sitka. Pretty darn sure it's Sitka. It's just what it ought to be, and it's not $100,000. The asking on this guitar is still, hold on to your hat, $25,000. Fantastic guitar. Pre-war Martin for $25,000 is really, really good. Especially one that plays great. Recently set up by the experts at Wood Street Guitar Repair. Find them online. Woodsta Guitar. woodstaguitar.com. Make an appointment over there and get your stuff done. They're the right men for the job. They got a Plek machine over there if you need that. Total experts. And Lewis, and maybe Jake as well, but I know that Lewis is the designated East Bay Martin repair guy. That's the guy you want to talk to if you got an old Martin needs fixing. Or if you need to have a guitar validated and fixed up for what it is and how it plays. It's just enchanting. I find myself getting stuck on chords. And I've been playing it nice and hard, so I'm going to actually tune it up again. That tuner I'm using, you know what? For the longest time, I was a snark man, like most of us. But for whatever reason, it's either my ears or snarks or different varieties of snarks. Maybe I got the wrong kind last time. They're too forgiving for my ear. They're too nice. They say, oh, you're close enough. That's fine. This tuner, the IntelliTouch, Unitune or Polytune, the Unitune does the same thing essentially as the Polytune. The Polytune does a nice little parlor trick that I don't find useful. Can you hear those overtones? I hope this mic picks it up. The whole guitar starts talking off of one string. Wah, 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 wah. You can hear the fundamental of each string picking up the overtones of adjacent strings. God, when tuning is this much fun, imagine what playing is going to be like. Do come in and play it. Be ashamed to have this guitar in the shop and be close and not come in and play it. Fresh strings, get them while they're hot. See who's here. Hi, Bunny Barnes. Unitune rocks, doesn't it? Bunny, folks, tune into Bunny. Bunny, you doing your show today at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Western Pacific time? Bunny's got a great show. It's instructive as well as entertaining. She plays you a few tunes, 3 or sometimes 4. Sometimes it's a 4 for. Is it a 4 for Friday today? Bunny, let me know. And she'll tell you all about the tunes, the history of the tune, which is great. She's a wonderful player as well, and very personable on camera. Mike Knepper, you can hear it. You know what I'm talking about. You know what to listen for. Excellent. Steve Kritzer, what the? Well, come on in and take it for a spin sometime. Be great to see you. It's not often I get a pre-war Martin in here, especially one that plays so great. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's guaranteed it's going to be fabulous, but this one, I guarantee, is fabulous. Hi, Michael Ferrucci. Boom is right. Darn tootin'. Great. Great to see all you folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, John Borden. It's really something. You know, it's got the herringbone. It's a herringbone dreadnought, the way they did. All the usual Martin specs, long scale, narrow fingerboard. I put it? How deeply satisfying. Crazy. Crazy. Hey, Mike Nupper. It says you're watching, and boy are you watching 3 or 4 times right in a row there. The harmonics line up. It's quite remarkable. When a guitar blooms, typically it means that the fundamental of one string or one note that you're playing is picking up available harmonics on other strings that you might be holding down. And it's one of those guitars that actually it gets louder a second or so after you hit the string. Oh, the back is so sensitive. You want to make sure and have this back away from your body. Oh yeah. A suggestion, when possible, it's a little tougher for those of you that stand to play, but when you can, to really hear the full sound of a guitar, see if you can get the back away from your body. Sometimes not an option, I understand. That's just crazy. And not crazy expensive. The vintage guide says a 1943 D-28, somewhere between, in great condition, somewhere between $100,000 and $110,000, something wild like that. This one is a quarter of that price and is a great player. Pre-war Martin, $25,000. D-28 too. Brazilian rosewood. Good. So full-bodied. Exactly right. I feel like Mrs. Olson. So full-bodied. Mountain grown. It's good advice. Well, y'all are excused, but I'm going to sit here and play this guitar for a while. It's just really quite fantastic. Brazilian rosewood, Sitka spruce, 1943 Martin herringbone, D-28. $25,000 is the asking on this one. Somebody come and get it. Somebody's going to come and get it, but beat the rush. If the dollars are there, the guitar is here. Thanks for tuning in. If you got comments or questions, stack them up down below. I'll answer them best I can. Just don't want to keep you here online too long, and I want to send this over to YouTube, where all of these videos. Facebook has a new policy where they used to leave videos up for years and years and years. Now, Facebook Live videos, that is, now they're taking them down after 30 days. So this video will disappear after 30 days off of Facebook, but head on over to the YouTube channel, Stevie Coyle Music, all one term, Stevie Coyle Music, all mashed together. And all of these videos live over there indefinitely, we hope. So that's what happens with these videos. And do feel free to recommend these to your friends. Hit that little share button down there. Send it on over to somebody you think might enjoy watching this, or purchasing the guitar and getting it in somebody's hands that's going to play it. That's the deal here. Some of these guitars are collectible, because they're in pristine, fabulous shape. There's a couple of those in here, but most of the guitars in here are players. And even the ones, I get to be picky. I get to curate the guitars that come in here. And even if a guitar is highly collectible, I want to make sure it's actually a real player as well, because that's kind of the point. Righto, I have spoken. Well then, see you next week. Who knows what's going to walk in the door, but this week it's a 1943 Martin D-28. Phew, doggies. See you down the road. Safe travels, everybody.